Shalom, Shana Tova, Gut Yontov. I know many of you may not know who I am, so I thought a short introduction might be in order. My name is Marc Warshawsky, and I'm currently your Vice President of our SOS Board of Directors. My wife Rebecca and I have been second homeowners in Summit County for many years, and May a year ago we happily became full-time residents here, and we love it. But today, here we are as Jews celebrating this holiest day of the year at the end of these 10 days of awe. What a day this is, and what a year it's been. I'm sure many of you have heard the Chinese saying, "May you live in interesting times." I think it's fair to say we certainly are. While seemingly a blessing, the expression is normally used more ironically, meaning life is oftentimes better in uninteresting times of peace and tranquility than in interesting ones, which are usually times of trouble and turbulence. But as my oldest friend in New York City would say, what are you going to do? So what are we going to do? We will fight on and we will persevere with these COVID lemons and make some really awesome lemonade. But back to these interesting times we are living in. We have some new words and concepts and realities that have been introduced and imposed into our daily lives. Words like COVID, masks, physical distancing, 6 feet, social distancing, Zoom meetings, virtual meetings, Zoom get-togethers, MP4 videos, our first virtual Rosh Hashanah ever, and now our first virtual Yom Kippur. The list goes on. So there's a great Jewish expression that I've recently become fond of lately. It's called Mi Yodea, which means who knows. Mi Yodea, who knows where all this might be going? Mi Yodea, who knows when it will end? Mi Yodea, who knows how it will end? Mi Yodea, who knows what it will be like when it finally does end? Mi Yodea, and what will our new normal look like, etc. What I do know, and I hope you share this view, is that as Jews, we must do all we can to adapt and to change what we can for the better. Which brings me to the purpose of this appeal. While all years present a myriad of challenges, the challenges to our SO congregation this year, in this time of COVID, certainly is unprecedented. In fact, it's oftentimes surreal and frequently discombobulating. As congregants, many of us need to learn new ways of staying in touch virtually using Zoom or FaceTime or your favorite other online tools to maintain a sense of connection. Even today, we are all here, which is wonderful, and yet we are all here virtually, which is actually pretty amazing. Even this speech has been pre-recorded, so it could be delivered ostensibly without glitch to all of you in our virtual and now more geographically distributed congregation, which in and of itself is interesting and certainly a positive, not a negative. Unprecedented, surreal, discombobulating, for sure. That's what's going on for all of us, and with so many challenges ahead. Mi Yodea, who knows? Will our congregation survive and flourish throughout these difficult times? Mi Yodea, will our congregation continue to be a force for positivity in our community? Mi Yodea, with so many second homeowners and part-time residents as members of our congregation, will our congregation flourish and remain vibrant and financially solvent? Well, I certainly can't say I know the answers because no one actually does, but I can say I'm confident the answer to all these and to other similar unsaid questions is a resounding yes. Perhaps in this new reality, our SOS congregation doesn't just limp along, but we embrace this new reality and come out on the other side bigger, better, and stronger than before. So to all of you, I am asking, in fact, I am appealing. I'm appealing to you to not only adapt to these new realities, but to embrace these new realities. No woe is me allowed, because even though we don't know, and in truth no one does, know how this COVID reality will shake out, we must do all we can to bring about a positive outcome. To those who ask what will become of us, will COVID take a terrible toll on us? Will we lose our sense of community, our sense of belonging? I say no. I say we need to double down and embrace this new reality as it evolves, and make the most of it, and make the best of it. We have an opportunity for even greater, albeit virtual, participation in many of our religious services, learning activities, and events. We just need to adapt. So hold your head up high and be a proud virtual congregant and a very real member of SOS. And please, 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 don't forget to renew your membership online before our November 1st deadline. And if you can, please consider renewing at a higher contribution level than you did in the past. Virtual is not free, after all. And if you have Jewish friends or family who occasionally visit our beautiful Summit County, please encourage them to check out our website to join some of our virtual activities from no matter where they live, and ultimately to consider joining our SOS congregation. So this is not a problem, it's an opportunity. And as we embrace being virtual, the geographic limitations begin to disappear. And being virtual allows you, our current members, and hopefully some new members that you encourage to join us, to participate with SOS from wherever you or they may be. In other words, you don't just have to be here to participate. As the Beatles once said, you can be here, there, and everywhere. Another point is, we know financially that COVID for some has been a boon, while for others it has been a setback. If it's been a boon for you, please donate if you can. And don't forget, on this day, which is traditional to fast, many synagogues, SOS included, organize hunger relief food drives. This tzedakah, directed towards eliminating hunger and poverty, is an easy mitzvah for us all to do. Here in Summit County, bags were given out which you all picked up when you got your prayer books. Please return these bags filled or even overflowing with non-perishable items on Tuesday, the 29th, at the Dillon Community Church from 11 to 1. And lastly, the beautiful new prayer books that were distributed at the start of these high holidays. You're welcome to purchase these books for $45 a set if you'd like to add them to your personal library. Or else please return them along with the food bags on Tuesday, the 29th, at the Dillon Community Church. Well, that's all I've got. Shana Tova.